Chapter 26. Noah hated leaving Steph, even to go into the next room, but he needed to get his phone. As soon as he picked it up, he dialed his friend. Keith picked up on the second ring. "This is Burkhart. Dude, it's Noah. I've got a situation, and I need you at my place. I'm on duty. But I heard you have a new girl. Even better. And I'll do you one better than telling you about her. If you'll get here soon, I'll let you meet her." Serious? Serious but not life-threatening, at least not yet. All right. It'll be about 30 minutes before I can get there, is that okay? It'll do. He disconnected and went back to check on Steph. The pictures in the box scared even him, and he couldn't fault her for being sick. But now he was worried she'd go into shock. Noah found her back in the bathroom peeling her clothes off. "What's up?" "I have puke in my hair." She shuddered. "He watched us together. I feel dirty and need a shower." "Not here. Come into my bathroom." He led Steph, who was down to just her bra and panties, through her bedroom to the attached bathroom and the oversized walk-in shower he'd had installed. "Finish undressing." He turned on the water and adjusted the temperature before turning back to her. He cut himself off when he spotted her standing stark naked, her arms wrapped around her chest, shivering. "Come on." Under the water. Noah steered her into the shower. "You want my help?" Steph didn't reply, just kept her chin tucked against her chest as the water hit the top of her head and flowed down her as she continued to shake. With a sigh, Noah pulled out his phone and sent Keith a text telling him where to find the spare key, and to come on in when he arrived. He set his phone on the counter and kicked off his shoes before joining Steph in the shower. "Come on." He took the shower wand down and made sure she had gotten wet all over before putting the nozzle back and picking up his shampoo. He gently washed her hair, then the rest of her, then rinsed her off. By the time he'd finished bathing her, the shaking had stopped. He shut off the water, grabbed a towel from the rack and wrapped it around her. "Better?" he asked when she lifted her arms without being prompted and held the towel around herself. She looked at him and blinked. "It's okay, just step out of the shower and give me a minute." He guided her out, then stripped, dropping his clothes, even his dripping underwear, on the shower floor. He'd deal with them later. Grabbing the other towel off the rack, he wrapped it around his waist, tucked the edge, and stepped out to take care of Steph. Noah gently dried her and rubbed the extra water from her hair. "Where are your clothes?" he asked a couple minutes later. Steph gave him a long blink, as if it took a moment for her brain to process his words. "In my overnight bag." "All right. Come on." He walked her into the bedroom, where she stood next to the bed, while he found her panties and pajamas in her bag and put them on the bed. "Can you put them on?" He knew she hated anyone doing for her when she could for herself, so he was giving her the option. She nodded as if she wasn't paying much attention and reached for her clothes. He let her do that and went to the dresser for underwear for himself. Noah dropped the towel and pulled his shorts on, then checked on Steph. She was pulling her tank top over her head. Since she was doing all right, he pulled out a t-shirt and a pair of sweats. Noah was half-dressed when the front door opened. "Yo, Noah. Where are you and what's so urgent?" It was Keith. Noah glanced at Steph. She stood frozen with her shorts half on and was staring at him with wide eyes. "It's okay. It's Keith. He's my friend," I called him. She continued to stare for a moment, then pulled her shorts on. "I'll be out in a sec," Noah called to Keith and went to stand in front of Steph. "We need to go talk to him. I wasn't thinking about that when I gave you this." He slipped one finger beneath the string strap on her top. "You want something to cover up with, a little more?" It's totally up to you. I want you to be comfortable. She looked down then back up at him. What is there? Noah glanced around the room. Sweats? A blanket. I have a couple button-down shirts. He wasn't sure what she would be comfortable with. That. She pointed to the t-shirt he'd worn after work a couple days before. That's dirty, babe. Let me get you something clean. I want that. All right. Now wasn't the time to argue, besides, he'd only worn it for a couple hours between work and going to bed. He gave her the shirt and watched as she pulled it on. It fell about 3 inches past the hem of her pajama shorts, making it look like it was the only thing she was wearing. Anything else? He half hoped she'd want some pants and half hoped she wouldn't, then felt guilty for that. Steph scanned the room. I'm good. Okay, let me grab your brush. Then we'll go see Keith. She headed for the living room and Noah followed, only stopping long enough to grab her brush from her bag.